Hello everyone, Ken the Bearded Accountant here, and today I'm going to review the entire regular line of oils, 8 cents from Alley Cat Beard Company. And before I get into that, I want to mention, you're looking at a very important person here. Gary was nice enough to send out to me, I don't know if you call it the starter box, release box, but it came with 8 oils, 8 butters, wash and conditioner, vitamins, and it came with a fortune cookie, and I think this fortune worked out pretty well for me. We want you to know your beard is kick-ass. So thank you, Gary. As you're watching this, if you think I'm doing a good job on the review, please hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel. And let's get into the introduction. Okay, I'm back. Now, I'm going to focus on the oils. I'll talk a little bit about the other products depending on how long this is going. But I wanted to start out with price of a 1 ounce bottle of oil from Alley Cat Beard Company is $20.98, and a 2.5 ounce butter is $22.98. Okay, and I mentioned I'm going to stick with the oils, so I'll see how long this goes. If I have time, I'll get into some of the other products. But the ingredients on Alley Cat Beard Company's oils are, in some of these I've never heard of before, and they are squalane, soursop, yanggu, shea nut oil, pracoxy oil, piquet oil, subaki oil, and black seed oil. And I didn't bother trying to look up how to pronounce those. If I got them right, I definitely spelled them right. Okay, next up we have VFS, Viscosity, Feel and Beard, and Styling. And I'm going to try and spend a little time on this section. Now, this is definitely a medium viscosity oil. And I want to mention something. I've seen reviewers talking about oils and how it takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes for it to absorb into their beard to the point that if they run their fingers through it, they don't come away with a handful of oil. And for me, I will use the same oil that reviewer talked about, and I'm talking 10, 15 hours before it doesn't leave me with a greasy mess on my hands. Point of what I'm saying, my beard does not absorb oils that well. And I've got to say with this, it's a medium oil, but it's a very fast absorbing oil. My beard just sopped this up. Now, I'm often a little torn with absorbing oils. On the one hand, an oil quickly and easily absorbing into my beard is a good thing, but with my gray beard, it tends to at least feel a little softer when I use a coating carrier blend. My beard did feel extremely healthy and light, but as far as the softness, it did its job. But for me, when it's not a coating oil, I don't get as much softness as I would from a more coating oil. But I did, in fact, the other night, I was out talking to another bearded buddy, and some young lady came up and wanted to feel our beards. And I was wearing Alley Cat, and my beard won the softness test over his. So it definitely does its job. Where I think this oil really shines is with the styling. I think I've only said this about one other product ever. For me, this oil, as far as styling, is magic. For this review, usually I try to wear the oil I'm reviewing when I do a review. I put in an oil. It's not really a competitor of Gary's. It's Honest-Amish. In the past, Honest-Amish, the oil in their Heavy Beard Balm, which is more of a heavy nourishing butter, would always give me styling I could count on. And for this review, I wanted to see how it would compare, and it really doesn't. My beard, I think, looks okay now, but with this Alley Cat oil, I was just amazed at how well it styled. It was incredible. My beard just looked perfect. I have a tendency to want to fork. Where's that fork? Fork is kind of starting. And, you know, even with this oil I trust, it's styled well. But with Alley Cat, when I say it was magic in my beard as far as the styling, I was absolutely blown away. The butter too, when I put it in, it absorbed well too and gave me that same just perfect styling. The thing I love about this, now As my beard gets longer, I more and more have people wanting to touch it. And I always give into it. I say, sure, no problem. A lot of the oils that I really enjoy leave that big coating, and a young lady feels my beard, and you see her kind of wiping her hand afterwards. With this oil, it absorbs so well that if I were to, for example, do a date night, I'd want this in because it really does not leave a heavy coating. It absorbs well, and as far as the styling, just absolutely amazing. I'm dying to see what other people say and if they're saying the same thing. For example, if you look at my beard now, it's kind of, and I just took a moment to fix it. I paused. If I was wearing Alley Cat right now, this would just look absolutely perfect. Well, perfect for my beard. So medium viscosity, absorbs extremely quickly. Because it absorbs, for me, I didn't get the same amount of softness I might get with another product, but the styling was just out of this world. Like I said, magic. Okay, now on to the scents, and I've got to move this along. I've got 7 minutes already of recording time. Now, the scent profile for the first one I'm going to talk about here, and the first one is Ruckus. On the bottle it says it's strawberry, oud, and birch. On the website it says strawberry, jam, and oud. I like the bottle description. For me, I struggled for a day trying to place what scent this reminded me of before it finally came to me. For me, this is just like a strawberry parfait. It's strawberry. The oud and the birch are there in the background, but they're not fighting. They didn't compete with the strawberry. So this is a light, mellow, like a strawberry parfait scent. This, I would say, is probably my second favorite. Okay, and the scent strength on Ruckus is, I'd say, medium light. For me, the scent duration was 5 to 6 hours, is a good estimate. It kind of limped into 6. I'd say 5 to 6 hours is what you're going to get out of Ruckus. As I've said in the past, if it makes it 4 to 5 hours, for me, it's a winner. Okay, next up is, let me get that, Moon Stompers. Now, Moon Stompers is freshly stomped forest apples with a touch of warmth. I've got to tell you, this is my favorite scent out of all of them. I absolutely love this scent. This has got a very fresh, crisp, kind of sweet, strong green apple scent. And as far as the touch of warmth, there was something in the background there. I mean, it's apples all day long, but there was something going on in the background. I think perhaps it might have been a touch of oud. There was something else ever so slightly going in the background, but this was just fresh green apples, and this is absolutely my favorite of all Gary scents. And the scent strength was medium. In the scent duration, I would say in this one was 4 hours, which I was thankful for because it's happened time and time again where I get a scent like this that I'm just crazy for, and then I get 2 or 3 hours. This got to 4 hours. I was satisfied with that and absolutely love this scent. Okay, third up is the Hooligan, sorry. And the scent profile for this one is dark cherry, double tobacco, and oud. Now for this one, I definitely got the tobacco and the oud in the background, just kind of classing it up. The dark cherry for me, it's there, but for me this was more, I didn't get a very heavy, strong cherry out of this. It's a really nice scent, medium light scent strength. And for this, as far as scent duration, I would say 5 to 7 hours. At 5 hours, I could definitely still smell it. At 7 hours, it was there, but very light. So I'm going to say, I know that's a wide range, but 5 to 7 hours on the Hooligan for scent duration. Okay, next up is Retro. Now for this one, the bottle says warm vanilla, oud, and tonka. The website says warm spiced honey, tonka, and vanilla. For this one, I'm going to say I like the website description as far as just describing this because of the prominence in the honey, which isn't listed on the bottle. Now this one really sort of explodes into your nostrils when you first put it in. You really get that hell yeah feeling when you put this, or when I put this oil in. This one settles down immediately from the initial scent explosion. During that initial explosion phase, I really felt like I got the oud playing a part, jazzing up the vanilla and tonka. It quickly mellows into a warm, spicy honey. For me, it sort of toggled back and forth between the warm spiciness and the sweet honey kind of with the sweet honey, the more dominant. I'm not a big spice guy, but for me, the amount of spice was perfect. Just enough to warm it up a bit and control the sweetness of the honey. To my surprise, this is one of my favorites of these scents. I gotta say, well done on this one, Gary. I love this scent. To my surprise, I didn't think before trying it out, this profile would be one of my favorites. It is. Okay, next up is Van Winkle. Profile on this is iced out vanilla and peppermint. I can't really judge this one because peppermint is not just not for me. All I really got was the peppermint. It's a light scent strength. It seemed rather short duration for this scent, but it could have been me just not in tune with peppermint. So, I mean, I thought it went about 2 or 3 hours, but really don't trust me on Van Winkle. I gave it away to another reviewer that would appreciate it. And if this is just a case of a lot of people love peppermint, I'm not one of them. So sorry that I couldn't give you more on that one. Okay, and next up, our sixth scent today is 1981. This description, well, on the bottle it says a socially disturbed cologne, but the description for this is a manly cologne with cream sugar. Now, this is a light, sweet cologne. When I first get this in beard, I get the wonderfully, strangely sweet cream sugar, which is briefly out front when first applied. Then the scent settles into a light, fresh, sweet cologne scent. For as much as that tells you, sorry, I can't give a better description. When I first put this in, my thought was I couldn't tell initially whether I liked or loved this scent. I'm going to go with I like this scent. It's certainly pleasant, but I'd say it's for those who prefer a light reserve scent. And as I've already said, the scent strength was light. And as far as the scent duration, about 4 hours. Okay, next up we have, and I love the name, Scumbag Joe's. Now, the scent profile is Belgian Barbershop. The best description I can give of this is that it's a barbershop using leather instead of talcum, if that makes sense to you. It's definitely leather forward, but not in obnoxious, in-your-face leather for those on the fence as far as leather scents. It's a light scent, or I thought it was a light scent. And for me, I'd say for all intents and purposes, it was a 3 to 4 hour scent duration. It could have been me not in tune with leather, but I really, after 3 to 4 hours, kind of felt like I wasn't really identifying it anymore in my beard. Okay, last and not least is Fizz 182. Now, the scent description on this is peach, citrus, fizz bomb. Now, with this, you definitely get the carbonation. For me, I was going crazy trying to think of how to describe this. And for me, it really kind of smelled like a peach lemonade. That's, the best I can get to what I really get out of this. More like a peach lemonade. The scent strength was about medium, and the scent duration was, I believe, 4 to 5 hours. Okay, now the butter. I'm already at 17 minutes of filming time, so I'm going to cut this short. And I usually don't review butters, but I will tell you the butter is also very absorbing and had the same wonderful styling qualities that I got from the oils. So as far as this, I had the same sort of situation. Absorbed really well. The softness did its job. The styling, magic, wonderful. I can't say enough. I'm almost feeling bad. I wore another product today because I thought it would be the best way for me to check into whether this was as amazing as far as styling as I thought it was, and it is. Right now I'm looking at my beard and I'm thinking it looks like hell, because when I wore this stuff, it looked impeccable. It looked perfect. What else do we have? I do have daily beard wash that comes in the sneak container, and the beard conditioner. I'll just say really quickly, this suds up really well. A little goes a long way. And the beard conditioner I used, I enjoyed both. I don't usually review washes and conditioners. To me, there's so much going into whether a conditioner in a wash works for you. What you're wearing before you put it in, what you're wearing after you put it in. But I've got to say that I used them both. I enjoyed them both, and I'm going to keep on using both. And I do have the gummies. I'll get more into these in another review. And for today, that's it, because I'm almost at 20 minutes here of filming. I'm sure I'll cut that down. Oh, that's not it. I've got to summarize. To summarize, fast absorbing oil does its job as far as softness, but for me, when it's not coating my beard, it's not going to give me as much softness as something that's leaving gobs of castor on top of my beard. Styling, absolutely amazing. I'm dying to hear what other people say about the styling because I was completely knocked out. I would use this as a date night oil all day long. I will say that because it's more of an absorbing than a coating oil, I would probably use this about 4 days a week to get my coating oils in between. But with that, I'm going to call it a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this. If you think I did a good job, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want to see more, and hit that like button if I did a good job. I don't know if I already said that. I'll see you on the next one.